Truetone. We're here at the NAMM Show 2022. Check out what's new and improved and the latest and greatest from these pedal manufacturers. See what's new with them, but also just see what's new at NAMM, because it's been a while and quite frankly, it feels good to be back. So we're coming up on like the pedal corner, I think, where we have Surfy Industries, who we're also dealers for. They've got two new pedals coming out. We've got people asking about them all the time at the store, so that's really, really cool. We're here with Lorenzo from Surfy Industries. What's new for NAMM 2022?
New at NAMM. All right, we're presenting 3 new products. One is actually a very new thing, it's never seen before. The Stereo Maker is an advanced ABY switch where when you go A plus B, the magic happens. We got 3D stereo enhancing, so you basically spread the speakers left and right with a little boost, since the unit is true bypass, and getting unbalanced signal, balance and unbalanced out, so it's working as a DI box. So it's a little tool that put us on the market also for keyboard users, you know, this kind of not just guitars. So this is a little thing. You will find information on our website. You will see all the details and all the features. So Stereo Maker is one product. Then we have an updated version of our bias modulation tremolo, the Stereo Trem, and this one comes with a little more feature. We added a silent switch, a stereo, and true bypass. This is something that was not in our old one. We make it a bit more silent, still with a great feature. And one great feature of the stereo is that the effect, the tremolo, is gonna bounce from one channel to the other. So all the one of you who are really into stereo pedals, both for studio and for live situations, this is really cool upgrade. Still featuring all the greatness of our Surfy Trem pedal that replicates the sound of the old amplifiers from the 60s. And then, magically, we have the 4th member of our Surfy Bear reverb family, which finally is the studio version of it. It comes with a bunch of professional features, including XLR, line level, jack, input, output, and a bunch of features stolen from our compact reverb, like the decay control, but with a threshold, so we know where the gate kicks in, and the width control, which is our pseudo stereo 3D enhancer. A bunch of new things, and since a lot of people was using our units in studio environments, this make it better for them. So we decided to make it. It took us a lot to do a proper unit, but this is gonna be a big seller for us.
This is the booth at NAMM that everyone needs to visit, but no one will because no one knows how to play in time. We're here at NAMM 2022 with Tyler from Walrus Audio. Tyler, what's new for Walrus Audio? What's going on in the Walrus Audio world?
Well, hello there. So the Lure, we just announced yesterday, it's a reverse reverb and delay pedal. So it's got 5 different programs on it, and each one has like a combination of some sort of delay and or reverb. It's super dreamy, very ambient, very experimental. It's a lot of fun. Program 4, I'd say is probably my favorite for you guys that like it to get really, really ambient. Roll that mix knob all the way up, and you're replacing a keyboard player at that point.
Very cool.
Just really, it's like droney pads, like ambient swells, that kind of stuff. It's got a nice little momentary feature on it, rise and dive. So depending on which setting you're on, if you press and hold it down, it goes like octave up or octave down. And you can press it, as long as you're holding that, it'll hold it in that like shift mode. Okay. So it's really cool to accent modes with it. It's a lot of fun.
Sounds like there's a lot of room for creative expression. That's awesome.
For sure. Yeah. So I myself am not a bass player, but we just released the Badwater a couple weeks ago. It's a preamp, drive, and optical compression all in one. So it's kind of like a toss it in your gig bag, you're ready to go for any kind of gig. It does have an XLR out with a ground lift, as well as 1/4-inch outs. So you could run to a live amp on stage as well as to front of house. Awesome. So it's got pretty extensive EQ on it and 3 different drive voicings, and then your optical compression.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Tyler, thank you so much. I'm here at the Soul Pedal booth. I'm speaking with their rep. Excuse me, sir, what's your name? Interesting. So how many pedals can you put in a chain before you need a buffer, before true bypass kicks in? Well, there you have it, folks. Tone is in the Tiger. We're here with Nicholas from Crazy Tube Circuits. Nicholas, what can you tell us that's new and awesome from Crazy Tube Circuits and crazy for NAMM 2022?
All right, so brand new for the NAMM show. This actually came out like a week ago. It's the Superconductor. It's a 4-in-1 boost pedal. There are actually 4 different boost circuits built in that pedal right here. We have a range master. We have an Echoplex preamp. We have an op-amp boost, sort of like a microamp. And then we have a MOSFET boost. Plus, you get 2 different voicings for the range master and the Echoplex. And you get 2 different voltage options for the op-amp and the MOSFET boost, which basically provides a little bit more headroom. So, you know, it's like all-in-one booster pedal, different tone options, different headroom options. It's like very, very versatile pedal. Yeah, it's already out. It's shipping already. So if you want to grab that, I think it's going to be very useful.
It's like an actual VU meter on there. That's crazy. I'm here with Ilya at the Game Changer Audio. Ilya, I gotta ask, you know, the Bigsby pedal is a huge hit at our store. I've played it, I've done an Instagram video for it. I love how you could basically turn non-trem guitars into having a trem. And it could even go so far deep as like Floyd Rose levels, like you could do crazy dives with it. So Ilya, I gotta ask, for NAMM 2022, how are you guys changing the game?
You know, we are a team of engineers and musicians, and we got together because we want to build gear, but we don't want to build the stuff that's already out there. So part of our company ethos, or maybe the foundation of the company's like philosophy, is that like we want to build stuff, but we have to make sure that it's actually innovative and different. So each one of our pedals offers something that's never been seen before on the market. It's a very, very good high fidelity, like polyphonic real-time pitch shifting engine. But the real special thing about it is like this mechanical construction and what kind of stuff it enables you to do. You know, there's every time we release something, like the most exciting part is like to wait what great players would do with these things.
the tracking on the Bigsby pedal is perfect. Like it legitimately sounds like there is a Bigsby on the guitar. And the video that when I played it, I was using a hardtail Les Paul. There's no Bigsby on it whatsoever, but it sounds like there's a Bigsby on it. Like I was able to do like, you know, a little bit of dives and just like vibrato to the point where just like the tracking is like so good and there's no artifacts. Could you walk me through, or maybe just kind of like describe for like a non-engineer how you're able to basically perfectly replicate that?
It is impossible to perfectly replicate something like that, but you can get damn close. So this is the case. So we're taking advantage of the Shark like microcontrollers that are specifically designed for audio purposes. In fact, when we started developing the Bigsby algorithm, we had pre-production units of those chips like available to us more than almost a year before they were in production. So we already had a head start with that. So we're using the very high-grade microcontroller specifically designed for audio. It's a proprietary code written specifically for this purpose. It finds a smart, clever way how to crossfade the real signal with the pitch of the signal. So one more thing. So there is a detune parameter on the Bigsby pedal. So I'll show it here. There's this setting here, the red knob, the red layer of this knob. That's the detune. So the detune is if the detune is off, then the pitch shift is just straight forward. It's just even. When the detune knob is parameter is turned up, then it actually replicates the out of tune nature of Bigsby systems. So if I increase that here, you'll hear that the strings go out of, kind of sound like they're a little bit out of tune. This is the maximum setting right now.
No, these are all pedal. Yeah, actually, some. So I could have set this here and not even.
If I remove that, so decrease that parameter, then it's going to be much more even.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Hey, thank you so much for taking the time. You guys are changing the game. I love it. Anytime one of your pedals comes into our store, because it's like, oh, I got to try it out. So
I mean, thanks a lot. Thanks a lot. And thanks for watching. And go to Truetone and try it out.
The only thing I hope to see here are just Ibanez Iceman. That's it. All I want to see are Ibanez Iceman. All of them. Every single Ibanez Iceman. Fender Iceman. Gibson Iceman. Boss Iceman. Only Iceman. It's close. I know it's close. There it is, the new Ibanez Iceman. This is why we came to the NAMM show. For this and for this only. God, that's cool. I'm here with Carlos at Third Man Hardware. We've carried some of the Third Man Hardware collabs that you guys have done. Like we've had the Game Changer audio stuff, and now that you have a new MXR collab coming out as well. Can you tell us what's new with Third Man Hardware? What's new in NAMM 2022?
Yeah, so we have a few new things that we're showcasing. Teenage Engineering Pocket Operator that we did not have in last year's NAMM. The Triple Grab we did have last year, so it's still an exciting pedal because we have a lot of people bringing us reviews and feedback from how much they've used it since then. And then our latest pedal that we've been doing is the MXR and Third Man collab, Double Down. And that's an exciting pedal, still kind of a mystery, we don't know too much about it. It is influenced from the microamp, the white pedal that it's like a boost pedal, but it's an exciting pedal, and a lot of us don't really know much about it yet because it's still under work. This the ones that we have in the booth right now are prototypes. So we're kind of excited to see how it pans out. We're planning on trying to release it around maybe fall of winter of this year. So we'll see how it pans out, you know.
Very cool. I like the little bit of mystery with it, but for the moment, it reacts similarly to an MXR microamp with maybe like a little bit of third man magic.
Yeah, a little bit of third man magic. Something cool about it, or a little different, is it's a double down. It comes out with 2 outputs, 2 gain knobs, and then the rest, you know, it's up to the player, you know.
Okay. Hell yeah. Right. Appreciate it. Thank you, Carlos.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're here at my favorite section of NAMM, the Motorhead concert, NAMM 2022. I love it. This is my favorite section of NAMM. We're here with Dan from Screwed Circuits. So Dan, what can you tell us about what's new, what's screwed about NAMM 2022?
Well, we decided to bring our Tower Spring Reverb. It's our latest model for our Spring Reverb. We also brought what we usually make, our fuzz, pedals, and programmable tremolo. But yeah, we're showcasing the Tower and getting some feedback from everyone. And so far, so good. I mean, people seem to enjoy it.
You said it's a prototype, right?
Right. So we're going in production as soon as we get back to Montreal. But we just wanted to get this one ready for the NAMM show.
Perfect. It looks awesome. I just love like all the wood stuff, like just like, you know, the enclosures that you guys are just known for doing, just known for having. It's super, super cool to see like all the wood grain, just like everything, just like it's like burnt into the controls, isn't it?
Right,
like
exactly,
wood, yeah.
Exactly. Laser engraved.
Yes.
And yeah, we have basically a 36-inch spring in the tower itself. It's mono in, stereo out.
Oh wow.
We gated the output, so triggered by the input. The output's gated, so you can have total control on this massive reverb sound. It's a dark reverb.
Okay.
And also another feature that's pretty interesting is that we separated instead of adding just a mix knob, we decided to really bring like a mixer setting to it. So you have your dry left, your dry right, and your wet left and your wet right. So you can basically make a nice mix to your liking. And also the Screwed Circuits feedback to make things a little more artistic.
Nice. It sounds like there's a lot of room for creative expression there.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
A very big sound.
I'm here with Thomas at Drybell Musical Electronic Laboratory. Thomas, I gotta ask, what's new for NAMM 2022?
Okay, well, coming out later this year, we're showcasing our new compressor. It's 2 compressors in one, based firmly on the legendary Orange Squeezer, made famous by people like Mark Knopfler. So it's 2 compressors in one. So when it's in orange mode, you have a very true compression sound to that Orange Squeezer. But when you release that, it's in full range compression. So 2 differently voiced compressors with full tweakability and parallel compression and blending. So we're hoping this is going to come out sometime around October. And
you had mentioned that this new Vibe machine is the 3rd version for the 10th anniversary?
Yeah, we brought this out earlier this year. It's the 3rd version. I'm not anticipating needing a 4th version because it sounds so lovely. Based on Univibe, well, it is a Univibe pedal, basically. Out of the box, it's so very usable, very simple controls, but hidden under the hood are all sorts of sub-menus and different things you can tweak and set. You know, some people may not want to touch that, there's no need. You've got a perfectly workable Univibe pedal out of the box.
That sounds awesome. And you had mentioned that it's instant Hendrix, but also like just like room for like creative expression where like you could be more subtle as well. Yeah.
I mean, it's also got, all old Univibes had this, but it's got a pitch vibrato. So that can give you, it's a very different idea to the chorus mode of the Univibe, and you know, with intensity you can dial in as much or as little of that effect as you want, because like you said, it might be much more suited to your taste to have something that's just giving a really subtle bit of movement.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Thomas. Thank you.
You know, this is the part of the video I hate. I can't stand goodbyes, least of all goodbyes to my favorite place on the planet, the NAMM show. We shared some laughs, we shared some tears, but alas, the time has come. They say all good things must come to an end. We'll miss you, the NAMM show. Until next year, this is Truetone Music, signing out.